Morning.
Morning. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and we'll be reading Joshua 1 and 2.
Morning.
My name.
It's your name. Look, see, there's a smile. It's your name. Are you ready to read Joshua?
I want to read that.
You're gonna read
You're
it?
gonna read your book? All right.
I want to read that. That's so one.
Are you have your place? Everybody has their place?
Yes?
She agrees on Joshua reading.
She thinks Josh should read?
No.
Okay. All right.
No. Daddy's gonna read, right? Oh, and so we moved all of our Post-its from the mirror, and we put them over there. And what do the Post-its have on them? All the Zoom meetings. No.
Warning, it's for Gabe.
What's that? Oh, we're gonna read. Got it. No, not there.
All right, Joshua chapter 1. The Lord commissions Joshua. Now after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord spoke to Joshua, son of Nun, the assistant of Moses. Moses, my servant, is dead, so now get up and cross over to the Jordan, you and all his people, to the land that I am giving to the children of Israel. I have given you every place that the sole of your foot shall tread, as I said to Moses, from the wilderness and this Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, and all the land of the Hittites, into the Mediterranean Sea, toward the setting of the sun will be your territory. No man will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, I will be with you. I will not abandon you. I will not leave you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall provide the land that I swore to their fathers to give them as an inheritance for this people. Be strong and very courageous, in order to act carefully in accordance with all the law that my servant Moses commanded you. Do not turn aside from it to the right or to the left, so that you may succeed wherever you go. This book of the law must not depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may act carefully according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way successful, and you will be wise. Have not I commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua takes command. Then Joshua commanded the officers of the people, pass through the midst of the camp, and command the people, prepare food, for in 3 days you will cross the Jordan to go take possession of the land that the Lord your God is giving you to possess. To the Reubenites, the Gadites, to the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joshua said, remember the word that Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded you. The Lord your God has given you a place for rest, and will give this land. Your wives, your children, and your livestock may live in the land that Moses gave you on the east side of the Jordan. But you must cross over with your brothers, fully armed, your mighty men of valor, and help them, until the Lord has given your brothers rest, as he has given you, and they also have possessed the land that the Lord your God is giving to them. Then you may return to your own land and possess what Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave you on the east side of the Jordan, where the sun rises. They answered Joshua, all that you command us we will do, and wherever you send us we will go, just as we obeyed Moses, and all the things we will obey you. May the Lord your God be with you as he was with Moses. Whoever rebels against your command and disobeys your words in all that you command him shall be put to death. Only be strong and courageous. Chapter 2. Rahab and the spies. Then Joshua son of Nun sent 2 men from Shittim to spy, saying, go see the land, especially Jericho. So they went, and they came to the house of a prostitute named Rahab. They spent the night there. The king of Jericho was told, Israelite men came here tonight to spy out the land. So the king of Jericho sent orders to Rahab, bring out the men who came to you, who have entered your house, for they came to spy out the whole land. Now the woman had taken the 2 men and had hidden them. She said, yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from. The men went out when it was time to shut the gate at dark. I do not know where the men went. Chase after them quickly, for you can overtake them. Yet she had brought them up to the roof. She hid them in the stalks of flax that she had spread out on the roof. So the men chased after them on the road to the Jordan as far as the fords. They shut the gate as soon as the pursuers went out after them. Before the spies went to sleep, Rahab went up to them on the roof. She said to the men, I know that the Lord has given you the land, for dread from you has fallen upon us, and all the inhabitants of the land melt in terror before you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the waters of the Red Sea before you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to Sihon and Og, the 2 kings of the Amorites, who were on the other side of the Jordan, whom you completely destroyed. Our hearts melted when we heard these things, and no man had any breath in them because of you. For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on earth below. So now, since I have acted faithfully toward you, please swear to me by the Lord that you will also act faithfully toward my father's house. Please give me a firm pledge that you will spare my father, my mother, my brothers, my sisters, and all whom they own, and that they will deliver our lives from death. The men said to her, our lives for yours. If you do not report us, then when the Lord gives us the land, we will act faithfully and kindly with you. Then Rahab lowered them by a rope through the window, for her home was set into the wall where she lived. She said to them, go to the hill country so that the pursuers do not find you. Hide there 3 days until the pursuers return. After that, you can go on your way. The men said to her, what will be free from this oath? We will be free from this oath that you have made us swear, unless when we come into the land you tie this red cord to the window through which you let us down. You must bring your father, your mother, your brothers, and all who belong to your father's household into your home. Anyone who comes out of the doors of your house into the street is responsible for his own blood, and we will be innocent. Yet for anyone who stays with you inside the house, we are responsible for his blood if someone should lay a hand on them. But if you tell about this business of ours, then we will be released from the oath that you have made us swear. She said, let it be so according to your word. Then she sent them off, and they departed, and she tied the red cord in the window. They went and came up to the hill country. They stayed there 3 days until the pursuers returned. The pursuers had sought them all along the way, but had not found them. So the 2 men returned. They descended from the hill country. They crossed the river, came to Joshua, son of Nun, and told them what they had discovered. And they said to Joshua, the Lord has surely given the whole land into our hands. Indeed, all the inhabitants of the land melt in terror before us. That is
Joshua 1 and 2. Hold on. Now, so Rahab asked for their life, right? And then what happened? One of the spies gave a red cord and told her to put it on the window. Well, that has some similarities to the red blood put on the doorpost, and like the red that we have put on our door, right? The red.
He said that she put the thing on that her house would not fall.
And so right now people are putting red ribbon or whatever they have that's red. They're putting that over their doorpost as a symbol that we have the blood of Jesus that covers us and keeps us safe, regardless of what judgment is coming through, right?
I think it's that when they had all the blood on the door that will just pass by it. So I'm thinking like with the red string, maybe that he didn't destroy that building.
Right. You're right. All right.
Cool.
Say goodbye.
Have a great day. Please subscribe.